I just feel like I'm going to die, and I'm not ready for that. I want to meet my grandchildren. I want to play with my grandchildren. I want to see my grandchildren get married, and they're not even born yet. I want to have many more happy, healthy, fun years with my daughters and my wife. Day 14, Carnivore. Hi, I'm Dr. Rick Godding, and I'm going to try to tell you today why I chose the carnivore diet. You see, my health is in a crisis. I have high blood pressure, I have prediabetes, I am obese, I have sleep apnea, I have gastroesophageal reflux disease, I have high cholesterol, although I'm not really sure how much of a problem that is. I'm still studying that. I have low testosterone, I have atopic dermatitis, I have irritable bowel, and I have a high stress occupation. Okay, I can't change the high stress occupation with the carnivore diet, but I can really try to work on those other things. I just feel like I'm going to die, and I'm not ready for that. See, I have a degree in biochemistry, and I'm a medical doctor, an orthopedic surgeon, in practice actively, and I've tried every other diet you can imagine. I've tried the Atkins diet, the Zone, keto, primal blueprint, just low carb. I've tried counting calories. I've tried exercise. I've tried Body for Life. I've tried P90X. None of those have been able to get me where I need to be health-wise. And so I've done a lot of research, and what I've come up with for me is I think the carnivore diet's going to work. And I'm going to take you on this journey with me if you're interested in coming. So I'm day 14. And the reason I started is because of a bunch of YouTube videos. I've seen people on YouTube and they're 3 years into carnivore and they look like a chiseled Greek god or goddess. It's amazing. And so that's when I started doing the research. And of course I had researched low carb diets. I've been on one for a very long time. But I would get into what I call the keto SAD cycle, SAD being the standard American diet. So during the week I would do keto, and then on the weekends my daughters would have friends come over, I would cook for them, whatever the case may be. First I'd start with a little nibble, I'd cheat a little bit, and by the end of the weekend I got a spoonful of peanut butter and a banana and I'm just going at it. So none of those things ever really worked for me, although I would say all of them worked very, very well, but none of them were for me sustainable. They were either too intense as far as the scheduling goes, or they allowed too much leeway, and then I would take advantage of that and I would just go into a situation where, you can be keto and then a couple mouthfuls later, you've had 60 carbs, you've blown the whole day. And if you've been eating an Atkins or a keto style high fat, high calorie diet, you eat some of those things, you can have a couple cookies and it blows everything and then you're gaining weight. So these things have to be very, very strict. So carnivore allows me to always eat as much as I need to eat to feel satisfied. And I eat whenever I'm hungry. And I don't think about what I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat meat. Now, some people have added in cheese. I've not added in cheese. I have eaten eggs, and I have eaten, I have had a little bit of heavy cream with 1 cup of coffee, not every day. So, for me, the carnivore diet seems to be working. I'm day 14. I've lost 14 pounds. Now, I will have to say, to be honest, I had just come back from vacation in Hawaii, and the weight that I was at was the highest weight I had been almost in my life, and it was about 8 pounds heavier than I had been running. I had been running in a little bit of a zone, a little 10-pound zone, and I'll tell you right now, it was between about 269, maybe 270, down to 260. So during the week, working out, eating well, weight going down, weekend comes, maybe work out, but still eating, not exactly what I'm supposed to, but at the end it's usually somewhere in there. So the 278 that I came back from Hawaii with was a little bit extra because I've been eating some of those tasty Hawaiian foods that I love so much. I'm just not ready to be fat, sick, and nearly dead, as the old book said. And so I'm on this journey, and I understand there's debate about carnivore. There's debate about the health effects of carnivore. There's debate about the health effects of red meat. There's debate about the environmental impacts of red meat. And so what I'm going to do on my channel is, number one, I'm going to hold myself accountable publicly because I've not been able to get this done on my own. And I figure if I even get a couple hundred people subscribing that are watching me, that's just that many eyes on me, and I'll just have that much more motivation and to be really strict about it. So in addition, I want to educate people. I know all these things are very difficult. I have a degree in biochemistry. I'm a doctor. I still have trouble understanding a lot of these things. And so I'm going to try to break down all of the issues that I can into just real basic, very easily understandable little videos. I'm going to talk about high blood pressure. I'm going to talk about diabetes. I'm going to talk about nutrition. I'm going to talk about all of these things that affect those of us who have trouble keeping our weight in check. People are different. Everybody's not going to have success with the same method. Some people can do P90X, although I have to say, somebody that can do P90X or Body for Life ongoing is really, 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 really disciplined. And I'm really disciplined, especially in my professional life, but with eating, it's just tough. I work out all the time. I do strength training. I do cardio. I still just can't get myself where I want to be. So with this channel, I'm just going to try to let everybody come along on this journey with me. I'll try to explain things in the most easy to understand language that I possibly can so that maybe you can learn some things. I'm going to continue on the carnivore diet with you out there in YouTube land, keeping me accountable. I'm going to try to inform people as much as I can and learn as much as I can. I'm not ready to throw in the towel. I'm going to try to use the carnivore diet to turn my health around. I want the next 20 years to be better than the last 20 years. I want to age in reverse. And I want to get rid of my blood pressure medicine. I want to get rid of my CPAP that I use for sleep apnea. I want to get rid of my prediabetes. I want to see if I can stop taking my testosterone replacement. I'm on 2 different blood pressure medicines. I have to wear CPAP at night on my face because of my sleep apnea. I have low testosterone. I'm supplementing that. I want to get rid of all these medications and get my health where it needs to be. I want to meet my grandchildren. I want to play with my grandchildren. I want to see my grandchildren get married and they're not even born yet. I want to have many more happy, healthy, fun years with my daughters and my wife. I want to live a long, happy, healthy, fit, fun life. And what I've been doing has just not been working. I'm going to have you keep me accountable, and I'm going to try to teach you everything I know and everything I learn about human physiology and high blood pressure and diabetes and the carnivore diet and whether or not red meat is good for you and whether or not red meat can be good for the environment. I'm going to try to learn all these things, and I'm going to bring you along with me. So thanks for spending some time here with me today. I appreciate it. Let's get healthy together.